Yo guys, what is happening? What is going on? We are in beautiful sunny Scotland. Today, we are in the oh so picturesque Shatlower Country Park where we are going to be testing out the Flycam 5000. I'm going to be talking about the pros and cons. I'm going to show you guys how to use it. Some awesome test shots as well. Let's do this. Alright guys, so real quick, when you order it, it comes in two parts. The bottom part and then the rest of it. All you do is you just spin it a couple more times and you are pretty much ready to go. Alright, talking a bit about the weight of this. Now, this is very light, without a camera on, without any weights at the bottom. I don't put weights in the bottom for a specific reason, which I'll go into later. This is tiny, very light. Now this extends, the bottom part here extends so it comes down to there, which I'll show you guys later as well. You can get a smaller version online, which is pretty much like that small, and obviously you can extend that. But this, I quite like it because it's not too big, it's not too small. It's right in the middle. Very convenient. Alright guys, when using the Flycam 5000, there is one camera, the only camera that I use for it, and that is the Sony a7S. The reason why I stick to this camera and this camera only is because it is so dang light, and that's what I want when I'm using the Flycam. I want a camera that is light so that it doesn't unbalance. When actually using this camera, everything pretty much gets balanced and I don't have to use any additional weights, which is a godsend as well, because what you don't want is something too freaking heavy that is going to start putting a lot of strain on your shoulders and on your arms, and especially on your back. So you want everything to be light, you want everything to basically just be very easy to use. Alright guys, so we have assembled the camera onto the Flycam. Now, the most hardest part is balancing the damn thing, but there is a trick to it. So, see this part of the camera here? You want that to basically align with this part of the Flycam here. So that, right, is going to be a bit more forward so that it's aligned with this stick right here, and then everything should be pretty damn balanced. Hey, first try. That was actually pretty damn good. So, as you can see guys, it is pretty well balanced. That's actually the best balance that I've ever had it at. So, once you have it balanced, you can basically start to have fun. But I need to talk about lens choice for two reasons. First reason is keeping everything light so that everything stays balanced, so you don't need weights or any of that kind of stuff. Now, I use the 10 to 18 millimeter Canon f4.5 to 5.6. Now, the reason why I use this lens is because it's very light, and that's what I love about this lens. Second reason, this is the most important reason, is when you're using a Flycam. Now notice how one arm is on this and the other arm is on here, right? I don't have another arm, sadly, unless I get into that water and drink it, to focus every time I'm moving around. Now, having a lens like this, an extremely wide angle lens, everything is going to be in focus, which means there's no depth of field, but once again, everything is in focus. So you can basically do whatever the hell you want, you know, go wherever you want. Everything is going to stay in focus, so you don't have to bother with changing the focus all the time to make sure something is in focus while something else isn't in focus. So make sure for any stabilizer, not just the Flycam, that you use a very wide angle lens, because you're going to need to use that. Alright, before we start getting test footage, I'm going to show you guys the way I personally use this. Positioning, walking, hand placement and all that kind of stuff to get the best footage possible. So, first and foremost, I have my right hand on this handle here, and then my left hand, my index finger and my thumb are gonna go here very lightly. You don't want to hold it too hard. just very lightly. This is gonna control where it's turning, and also if there's a slight bit of movement because of wind or anything like that, it'll keep it in place. Now, my elbow, I always keep it in my body. I don't ever have it out. I don't know if it's the right way to do it or not, but it helps me, right? So, when moving, see my feet, right? I don't go, it's not hard steps. You want kind of ninja steps, so you want to go like, basically like that, right? So, knees bent, okay? And then you're just gonna walk like that. No movement on your body or on your arm, just your leg, very, very quietly. And by doing that, you're also going to be able to practice on how to sneak up to people. And that's what you want in life. Little tip for you guys. Recording at a very high frame rate on your camera makes the shot look even more smoother. Let's say, for example, you know, you're getting your shot and you turn it a little bit, right? When it's playing in normal speed, you'll notice the bit of movement, but when you stretch it out and you slow it down, you won't actually see that movement. It just, because it's just so slow that you will never notice it. Let's talk about the weight of this a little bit with the camera and the lens on already. This is the entire rig assembled. I don't like adding on anything else to this rig because it gets heavier. It starts to hurt on your shoulders and on your back, which means when you're trying to get a steady shot, is going to be jeopardized. So no quick release plates, no microphones, no monitors, no additional plates here. It's just not needed, man. The camera is so light, the lens is so light. This thing is so stable. It's actually unfreaking real, and the fact that it's so light helps so much as well. Just getting all those really smooth, juicy shots, man. So I got this for about 100 pounds. Dude, I'm honestly just gonna say it's 100. Oh, see what I did there? 100 pounds, 100% worth it. It's 100% worth it, man. Like, it's, I mean, look at this. This is the entire rig right here. So easy to carry. You can just clip it on your bag. You don't need like an additional bag. I mean, I got an additional bag with it, but I chucked it out, man, because I can just clip it onto my backpack. Flycam, backpack, clip, and you're ready to go. See what I mean by convenience? I'm trying to think of some downsides to this Flycam, because for me right now it's proving quite hard. I mean, if you asked me 2 years ago when I got this, I would have told you not to buy it. It was a piece of shit because I didn't know how to stabilize it. I did not know how to use it. But one day I decided to pick it up and learn how to use it properly, balanced it out, went outside, learned how to use it, and this thing comes with me absolutely everywhere. I mean, it's not a Steadycam, so it's not the type of Steadycams that they use in the movies, but you can still get the exact same bloody results. You can do some cool stuff with this, like crane type shots, moving shots. I mean, it's everything in one basically. I do definitely recommend buying this. 100 pounds, very, very cheap for what you're gonna get, man. The results that you're gonna get from this. So that's the end of this video, but before we finish this off, I'm gonna show you a bunch of clips that I got with this. So it's gonna be like a nice montage type thing at the end. In the meantime, guys, thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for subscribing and following me on Instagram. Please follow Rebecca on Instagram as well, and her YouTube. She's the one filming all of these and making them happen. Enjoy the footage, guys. Peace!